Hello everyone! It is time for another edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, RollCageTV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of bells in the distance. Pretty bells. Should we just sit here and spend the entire hour listening to the bells? Yeah, let's not do that. Let's actually load the game. And make sure it's the right game. Yes, I actually got to play a little multiplayer yesterday for a couple hours with Dad's a Kid too. Shout out to him. And made sure that I was in the right garage when I joined the game, so it should not have affected my Let's Play game. But as far as this game is concerned, I have not played it. Let's see, when did I last play it? I played it. Normally it's a week between times I play, but now it's only been 5 days because I normally stream on a Sundays here on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCageTV. And but I had to do a makeup stream because my schedule was messed up because of my big midwinter marathon stream, which happened in the recent past. As of the time I'm streaming / recording this, it happened in more of a distant past for you guys who are watching this. Oh boy, I look like I'm in a interesting spot here. All right. I am delivering concrete slabs ×2, an oversized cargo, and I have the concrete slabs, and no, I'm not going to stack the oversized cargo on top of this thing, so I will make both. And I said I had to get out of here. Oh, I remember now. I tried to get up this hill and I couldn't, so I'm going to end up going all the way around the long way. Which the long way is where? Back around here. And then up through there and around there. And around. And around, that's here. So how come I couldn't do it there? If I go here, I can go across to here, but there's no way to go out except for up here. Okay. How do I get on this outer rim? Okay, I can come down here and then turn around and go back out this way. That's the way to do it. Okay, so I have to make this loop this way, but I have to turn around, which I think I did wrong. I did not turn around when I started. And this is kind of a tricky place. Whoops, wrong spot. Yeah, this is a tricky turn to make here. But it's not as bad as trying to get up this hill, because apparently I couldn't fit up this hill. There's no nothing to grab a hold of. And then down here, it's down here, I need to turn back around. And back to here, and back to here, and back to here, and back to here, and here, and all the way around the long way. Lane out these waypoints sure is time consuming. If I don't lay out the waypoints, though, I don't know where I'm going. But most importantly, okay, and then I can come across here. I want to go up that way and then hit this road. Let's go up that way, hit this road. If I don't lay out these waypoints, I get myself confused, especially through this quarry here, which can be really which can be a real challenge. But normally I lay out the waypoints anyway because, let's see if I can delete this one. Oh, destruction. Okay, good. That's the way to go. And I'm trying to just get to Zimnegorsk, and that's it. All right. I gotta try to get this thing down and around. I do not know. My game sounds down. They're a little loud. I do not know the way of any of the roads, for one. But also, not everybody that watches me knows the roads. And it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine when people say they're doing a tutorial and it's like, oh, here's how to get through Taymyr in an hour or 10 hours or whatever. But I can't get through it in 10 hours if I don't know how to go. Because you go by a tree. I don't know what that tree is. You cut down a road. What road is that again? I have no idea. So, kind of a pet peeve of mine. All right, so we are turning ourselves back around, and let me do the map again. This is, take your screenshots here. I'm just going right over to Zimnegorsk to deliver these items. Peer recovery. I have quarry done as far as the all the tasks for quarry is done, and all the contrast tracks for peer recovery is done. All the tasks are done for Zimnegorsk, but not all the contracts is done for Zimnegorsk. There are some contracts that go between quarry and Zimnegorsk. There are a few contracts that just involve Zimnegorsk. What's the safe way of doing this here? Turning around isn't as easy as just saying, yeah, I'll turn around. At least I'm dragging one of these trailers. Actually, this is one case where it might actually be better to have the long flatbed trailer, the Ram flatbed trailer. Normally it's not, because backing it up is like nearly impossible. Slow. Now this is a lot easier to come down than it is to go up, but it is possible to go up. You have to kind of hope that you get you get a good angle on that trailer so it scrapes as little as possible on those rocks. Need to wiggle around a little bit as I'm doing. There is a telephone pole there, which is what I call them in the U.S. that you can use to help pull that trailer around, which I'm going to use right now. I'll do that without. Okay. Go somewhere. Do it. Now it's just pure power. And there's a telephone pole here, which you can attach to if you need to get up there. So yeah, this is not exactly the same quarry layout as Michigan, but it's definitely based on it. I don't have a lot of experience here in Taymyr, but I do have quite a bit of experience in Michigan. This is my only my second game. My first game, my practice game, I guess you could call it. I got through Michigan and about half of Alaska, and that's it. And then I ducked into quarry, but didn't actually do any tasks in quarry. Or sorry, in Taymyr. Just looked around a little bit in Drownlands, and then decided, okay, I got to do a full playthrough of this game. This game is awesome. And I decided by that time, playing with some other people, friends of mine, like Highway Buster, played with him, and he turned me on to this vehicle, which I had already owned, but I didn't know how good it was. And so then I realized, you know, I was almost ready to give up the game when I had the default vehicles, but then he showed me off this vehicle, the Zik 612H Mastodon. It's like, oh, okay, the game is actually playable for me now. So, all the vehicles I use here are paid DLC vehicles, external to seasons, not found on maps, paid DLC vehicles. You plop down your money and you get the vehicle. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying all of that DLC, but definitely would recommend buying this if you're struggling at all with the game. This is definitely one of the DLCs I would recommend if you're struggling. Also, if you're struggling, I mentioned this before, I don't mention it every time. If you go into settings, you'll see the very first setting, game, the very first steering mode. I have it marked as steering wheel. I'm not playing with a steering wheel, I'm playing with a controller. If you look at the flavor text on the right, the very last clause, the last sentence, it tells you that if this mode is used with a controller, it will self-center. Which makes the game a lot easier to steer if you're used to a self-centering joystick. And in this vehicle, it wouldn't make a lot of difference. But if you're driving a faster vehicle, whipping down the road, you can really start fishtailing badly if you don't have that turned on. When the game originally came out, I don't think they had that as an option. And they put it in because enough people were complaining about the steering is all messed up. Well, it wasn't messed up. It was as designed, and it does have some advantages. But it honestly isn't as easy to control as the controller to self-centering. Because if you just let go of a controller joystick, it puts the joystick in the center of what would be the wheel, right? So it kind of makes sense. Although it is a lot easier to let go of a joystick and center it, then letting go of a wheel wouldn't self-center on its own. But what happens then is you have to adjust the wheels one direction and then adjust the wheels back the other direction just to get them turned to the center, and that's not realistic either, because the joystick doesn't stay in one place. You get the wheels where you want them pointed to the right, but then you have to turn them to the left to do nothing but turn them just a little bit to the right. So anyway, it's a matter of taste, which is why they gave you the option, which is nice. So those are my tips for raw beginners. Oh, let me put my lights on. Buy this X12H and self-center your joystick. Self-center the wheels on your joystick. I got other tips too. Those are my two favorite beginner tips. The game is so deep, even me, who's a relative beginner. Where did I go wrong? Oh, I didn't go wrong. I'm at the gateway. Even me as a relative beginner can discover some things. And there's a bunch of other things that people have told me, but then I've played with people that had like thousands of hours in the game and they didn't know some of the tips that I picked up along the way. So I have, how many hours did I figure out I had in the game now? 600, I think. Just a lot. Compared to some. It took me 200 hours approximately to get through Michigan the first time. So with using this vehicle, it cut that down in half. So this is why I use this vehicle. And it gives me a theme. All the vehicles I have, quote unquote easy mode. I pulled this up. It's not, you would see it on top of this New Game Plus. So it's just a normal playthrough. There's no actual easy mode in the game. But it's sarcastically meant to be not hard mode, because so many people want to play hard mode. And I'm an old retired guy. My reflexes and eyes and mental capacity and nervous system anxiety level isn't what it used to be. Anxiety tolerance isn't what it used to be when I was a young man, so I don't need to play on hard mode. You young bucks worry about your hardness. I'm an old retired guy. I care less about my hardness. Take that as you will. So, what was I saying? I gotta lay my tracks out now. Oh, that's... Oh, I can get the oversized cargo there. I don't have to get it at the other map. Oh, well now I'm almost tempted to overload the oversized cargo, but that would be a heck of an overloading. No, I can't really do that, can I? No, I can't do that. That'd be way too top heavy, even for this vehicle. Alright, 2 trips it is. Down the broken pier, because I could get oversized cargo on the other map, but I think I already picked it up there. Yeah, let's just go this way. This has a tricky spot around the corner, which taking oversized cargo this way might be a bit of a challenge. It looks like it goes down by the river, just like Chris Farley, but actually it's a dead end, so you have to like turn and go up this way. So an alternative would be to come through here. That's through the woods though. But up this way is through the rocks. We come up here. I don't know what to do. I really don't want to go around that way. But I can do it with this cargo. And then we'll see if it looks like it's going to be too tippy. And these rocks too tight for oversized, to try to get oversized cargo through here, then I will change. And this is blocked off here. I can't, it's a cliff. I can't go down to the river and go along the river. I've got the snorkel to travel on the river, but I can't do it that way. And how is it? It is through there, so that's probably the safest way. Again, up through here is through some rocks and slopes and stuff, so it's going to be a windy road. But it's not that large of a map, so. Yes, I was playing on a mirror. So also in Russia, but one of the things in the lately multiplayer. And the host game crashed, and so I was jamming, I was helping, I was really helping, and then I got literally within a few yards. I got within the complex where I had to deliver these goods, and his game crashed, which bumped everybody out, as you might imagine, and that meant all of the cargo that I had picked up and dragged over there with all of the headaches that are in Taymyr went back to the beginning. And it was on a map that doesn't have a garage, so I would have had to drive all the way back over to the other map where I picked up some goods, and it was logs, of course. So it turned out, guess what? I said, you know what? I'm not redoing this task. Give me something else to do that stays on this map. So he found something else for me to do. But it wasn't completely on that map. It did have to go, the map with the garage. But it was easier to pick up stuff from the other garage. I was able to accomplish a couple things without risking going through the worst of it. But his game didn't crash again after all. He played for hours and hours. Kind of a fluke that his game crashed. The game used to crash a lot on Xbox. He's also an Xbox player. And they fixed most of that, fortunately. Probably still has a bad reputation, because reputations never go away. Oh, I got coffee here. Oh, let me grab the coffee. Forgot to put my parking brake on. Shout out to my roommate who made coffee. No, I think, yeah. I think I'll be okay. By the time you're watching this on YouTube, if you regularly watch my YouTube channel, and you look at you actually go the extra mile and look at my community posts, because that's really the best way for me to communicate. I don't have a public Discord right now. The best way to communicate with my audience is on YouTube, youtube.com/ @RollCageTV. There's going to be a poll on there that really concerns Twitch, but if you watch on both Twitch and YouTube, you can look at the poll about trying to minimize the ads that show up on. I don't get any ads on YouTube. I'm never going to. See, this is the part that, do I want to do this with oversized cargo? Probably not, so I'll have to go the other way. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way through, because this is pretty rough. even with this weld tied down, there isn't really anything. But yeah, there's going to be a hole there. Yeah, nothing. That involves ways to try to minimize. I'm getting a lot of pre-roll ads on Twitch. I have all mid-roll ads turned off because I don't like mid-roll ads. They really interrupt the stream. Of course, you guys on YouTube never see that. But if you don't have mid-roll ads, then Twitch adds a bunch of pre-roll ads. And so I'm trying to find a way that I can minimize the number of pre-roll ads by running scheduled ads that would only run during the breaks. But I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. So let's see if that's work. Oh, this looks dangerous. That's the nice thing about this vehicle. You can't squeeze through the rocks, just drive over the rocks. Yeah, until that doesn't work either. I might have gotten close enough. Yeah, those trees look... Yeah, those trees don't necessarily look strong enough. But, maybe I can... strong enough. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying this with oversized cargo. In fact, I'm not trying this ever again with a long trailer. Have to go the other way. Yes, I am monetized on Twitch, not because I want to make any money, and I don't make any money. I don't even pay for my expenses. But I'm monetized on Twitch because, excuse me, Sam. Had a cough there. But I'm monetized on Twitch because without being monetized, I can't stream in a variety of resolutions, stream resolutions, and because I stream at 1080p, some people, when they're on their phones near the end of the month, when their data is being slowed down, because unlimited data doesn't mean unlimited speed for that data all month, they can't watch it 1080p at the end of the month. So, but with the fact that I am monetized, I can now stream at lower. They can choose a lower resolution, which is nice for them. Straighten a little bit more. So, but I could only get that if I was monetized. And I do next to nothing for my subscribers. So if you want to subscribe, do it not for the benefits you might get. Do it just to support the channel. It gives a way to support the channel too. Also, Stream Elements, if you're watching on Twitch, you'll see every so often Stream Elements come up and say, if you want to support the channel without subscribing, here's my tip line. So you could give me direct tip, which gives me most of the money, and then if you buy bits, there's a overhead on buying bits, but you can also cheer there, which makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, on a tip line, you have to give like an email address or something like that, which you may not want to do. So there's pros and cons of both. I think you can use a credit card, but then, you know, you have to, you don't have, stream melons don't necessarily keep that credit card information, but they won't necessarily not keep the credit card information. These days, you're never sure what happens. So the question is, do you trust Twitch more than you trust Stream Elements with credit card information for buying bits versus giving a direct tip? Actually, it just goes over, I think the tip line just goes directly to PayPal, so maybe it's PayPal that you have to have some payment method set up with. So, I don't know. Do I go around, or is there something to swing around? I think I can swing around the trailer. Out of fuel! Really? Okay. I'm gonna have to get fuel from somewhere. I wasn't even paying attention. I was close to the garage. I could have stopped at the garage. Parking brake. Pull this thing around. Why is it not going where I want to go? That won't reach. Go. Yay, we're going to accomplish something during this hour. Lots of faffing around. Almost there. Almost there, and I can see my coffee just feet away from me. I'm gonna make this delivery before I get to my coffee. That's the best incentive I can think of. Is there a Lenin statue around here to find? I think I get for finding 2 Lenin statues, you get some kind of... Stop the engine, conserve some fuel. Cargo management! Yay! Now I need the oversized cargo, which is pretty close. Let me look on the map. What's the easiest place for me to get fuel? Right by this gateway. Is there fuel by that gateway? Oh, trailer garage. That's the easiest way. Turn this bad boy around. Can I get through there? No. Whether there's a fuel station or not, I'm going to ignore it. I don't want to do the trick. Plain and normal mode. Just come up here. Attach one trailer. Pick up a fuel trailer. Refuel. Then detach the other trailer. Then sell the fuel trailer and then cash it. And Bob's your uncle, as they would say. Across the pond. I've been watching a lot of BBC English, British comedy panel shows. Also have, you know, friends from the UK. But so I'm up on all the British slang. Not all of it, I'm sure. Somebody will show on TV. But I lied to you. Greatest, probably the greatest British panel show out there. Very few. Got 18 seasons worth. Although Cats does Countdown, 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown is about 24 seasons or something. They are also hysterical. They have a better cast, regular cast, I think. Well, not necessarily. They have a better host, I will say, if they have a better host in car. But Would I Lie to You has David Mitchell from Mitchell and Webb Look and Show fame, and Lee Mack, who is the quickest witted comedian ever. Coaster! Hello there, how you doing? You're a friend of Grant's, right? Or have I not seen you before? Dad's a kid too. Shout out to him, who I was playing with last night. I'll get this thing turned around first since I got plenty of fuel. Doing okay, just closed up the PC. Alright. Hopefully that wasn't permanently closing up. I permanently closed up my PC when it exploded. It overheated and like took everything out with it. And I decided, you know what? I don't have, well, everything except the case, I guess. I said, I don't have the money or the patience. I'm an old guy to fix up a PC. So all I've got now is a like really old 15-year-old laptop, something like that, and a couple of consoles and a couple of tablets. He's playing Fallout right now. Gramps is playing Fallout? Good for him. Staying young, playing that kid's game. Is he streaming it? I don't want to be in his stream if he's playing Fallout. I hate to see the stream. It's like me trying to play Rocket League. If I tried to play Rocket League on stream, I'd have to mute everyone and turn off any in-game chat as well. I got an all-ages channel here. I stink so bad that yeah, I would never be able to do that. You were messing with your RGB lights on the PC? Oh, so you're one of those cool guys that has the RGB lights on his PC. I see. Out of my league, if you got RGB lights on your PC, I take it you got them on your keyboard and mouse and stuff too then, huh? Your two younger brothers are going to make you a PC with his graphics card when he upgraded. Oh, okay. See, that's the big thing about the reason one of the reasons I stopped with the PC, being a PC gamer, was it's so expensive to try to keep things up, because every year you're buying something. And every year that you're buying something, you're also buying a new power supply. You're either buying a graphics card every year, you need a new power supply for that, or you're buying something else for it, you know, a new hard drive, you're buying a new power supply. Getting another motherboard, well, you definitely need a new power supply. Even if you're just buying a new CPU for your existing motherboard, maybe you can get away without a new power supply for that. It's ridiculously expensive. Oh, your brother passed. I'm sorry to hear that. You inherited his PC stuff. Oh, well, that's sad. Well, yeah. So I'm a console guy now. I got too old to worry about PCs. I don't have younger brothers or kids or grandkids or anything to fix it for me or pay the expenses. I mean, I was a computer software engineer for decades and decades, so I mean, I could figure it out. Although I was never a screwdriver guy. I just did the software. I didn't know anything about the internals of the PCs I used. Okay. Trailer store. Let's get a maintenance trailer because I got damage to fix. You got 4 years, give or take, till you need to upgrade it. Been a console gamer till you... Yeah, you say 4 years. You think 4 years. It won't be 4 years. You'll find out in a year. Oh man, I got a new PC game. Woohoo! Oh, I got to turn the graphics down to like, 180 or 160p at 15 frames per second because my fancy graphics card that was top of the line 2 years ago now can't handle this new game. Mark my words, it will happen. Maybe that's a little extreme, but probably not much. All right, fill that up. Fill that up. Don't need it. Okay. And now maintenance trailer. Do the repairs. We're Xbox in this house. Yeah, I'm Xbox too. I don't even remember why I decided on Xbox over PlayStation. I think it's because I saw an ad for Forza Motorsports, and that really got me going. Plus, at the time, I played, I played Minecraft, but I didn't play it on the... I guess I played it at the Xbox version of Minecraft, because it wasn't available on the PC way back in the day. Or PS. I don't play Minecraft anymore, though. Trunk repair supply. See, yeah, it wants to maintain it from the trunk repair size. No, I want it from the trailer. Why would I want it from the trunk repair supplies? Okay. Now, let's go to the trailer store. Sell the trailer. You have every generation of Xbox, including the actual XX? I've got an Xbox One. I've got an Xbox One. I had an Xbox One, like, original, and then I got an Xbox One X. I now have an Xbox Series S that I haven't set up yet. I got that because it was discontinued, so I got a reconditioned version. And then I'm waiting for a big upgraded Xbox One X. Because the way Xbox is, or Xbox Series X, I don't know what the Xbox One, they had an original Xbox One, they had an Xbox One S, and an Xbox One X. So I'm assuming they're going to have an Xbox One XS and an Xbox One XX eventually. So it's an Xbox Series XS. And an Xbox Series SX, and SS, and X. They gotta do their naming better. This is why people buy PlayStations, just because they know what they're getting. They don't have to worry about all the names. It's not for the it's not for the games and the capabilities anymore. Xbox games, exclusive games, have really been kicking off, and since the Xbox One Series X that I have, Xbox has kind of been winning the technical war. The Xbox Series, now the Xbox Series S is a baby, so you can't compare that to the PlayStation, but the Xbox Series X is a monstrous beast. Though, you know, it's not taken advantage of anymore than the PlayStation power was taken advantage of, because everybody that builds games these days, it's on the PC and the PlayStation and the Xbox all at the same time. It's developed on all of them at the same time, so. You have an original Xbox 360 Slim, the original Xbox One S, and Xbox One S, and Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X, see? So you know about the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X. So are you going to get an Xbox Series S, and an Xbox Series SX, and an Xbox Series XS, and an Xbox Series XS? If that's what they name them? Or are they going to name them Xbox Series S Pro and Xbox Series S Pro Pro? What are they going to name the upgrades? Well, you go back farther than I can play all Xbox Series 360 games on the One X, but I can't play the original Xbox games, which I would like to be able to do. Maybe I'll go find a used Xbox One original somewhere. What am I doing? I'm on the map. I'm looking on the map to see where I need to go next. I know they're not making anymore. I'd have to go to eBay or something. Pay golly knows how much for it. Let's see. Probably the best way to go is to go back this way, or do I cut across there? Oh, let's go back this way. I'm taking a completely different way than I took when I got here. Coaster, can I ask you, well, I'll ask you this during my break. I'm going to be taking a break soon. I got a question to ask you during the break, so don't go anywhere. That's a good way of keeping an audience, right? I got something very important to tell you, so don't go anywhere. But my dinner's getting cold. No, it isn't. 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. My wife's calling me. She can wait. But she's fallen down. She's fractured her fibula. She crawl to the medicine cabinet. Get an Advil. She'll be fine. She can wait to 10 minutes. I got something important to tell you. Now, if you were to say, oh, my cat's got a hairball, then I'd say, oh, okay, well, you got to go take care of that, because cats are my people. You can't leave your cat to have a hairball by themselves. You need to stand by for support. Okay, I am going to not go through the gateway, but this is the way I'm going to go to pick up the oversized cargo. But once I mark this out, I am going to be taking a break, because I don't think I'll be able to make that trip in time. Yeah, I can get like halfway. It's not quite 15 minutes yet. I definitely can't go over an hour though. This is being chopped up for YouTube, and no one will watch a YouTube episode that's over an hour. If it's an hour and 1 second long, they won't watch it. If it's 59 minutes and 59 seconds long, then I'll get the views. Actually, the more important thing is to keep it under like 58 minutes, because at that point my party chat dies, and when my party chat dies, the audio gets all wiggly warbly. It's a bug in the Twitch app. The game sounds and your mic sounds get all wiggly warbly. Not every time, but often enough that it's not worth risking. But the workaround is put on a party chat. You don't need to actually have a party. You just create a party chat. And then I put it on invitation only so nobody can jump in. You're looking at getting an Xbox simulator for the PC so you can play the Underground. Oh, play Need for Speed Underground with my wheel. You use OBS on the. So you stream too, right? Yeah, am I following you? I think I followed you. You are streaming if you're using OBS, right? Did I follow you? Let me know if I said I followed you. Otherwise, I'll follow you right now. If you're on YouTube, I can sub on that too. Yep, I did follow you. Yeah, I do have you marked as followed. Yeah, I stream from the Xbox One and use the Twitch interface. There's a shell interface to stream from Xbox One, but in order to get different online overlays, I use a service called Lightstream, which I pay for Lightstream, but it's worth the money. Lightstream lets me, Lightstream will import screen overlays from a host of different overlay creators, including Stream Elements, which is what I have. But there's all kinds of different web overlays you can import. And then it lets you shift the scenes, switch scenes, using a console. So, yeah, Lightstream I definitely recommend. It's, like I said, it's not free, but if you're going to be streaming on a PC, I definitely recommend it. Streamlabs Online is way more, it's cheaper, but you get crappy. It won't let you import anyone else's streams or scenes. It won't let you import anyone else's scenes. And it only uses its own scenes creation. And its scene creations are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. You did that for a while with the Lightstream, or you mean just right from the Xbox? Yeah, I'm glad Lightstream is around because they can really make it look professional. Nobody even knows. I can put up a webcam if I want, face cam, and you know what I'm never going to do? Put up a face cam. Never going to do a face cam. Face cams annoy me, for one thing. Some of that is because I started streaming with a bunch of racing game friends, and for some reason, racing game streamers are obsessed with not only having a face cam, but also they have to have a cam showing their wheels on their hands on the wheel, so they got a hand cam. I don't need to see your hands on a wheel to know that you're actually driving the wheel. I trust that you're driving the wheel. But then they also have like, oh, showing that you're actually driving the wheel is enough. We want to show that I'm actually driving the pedals. So they have a foot cam. I definitely don't need to see your feet when you're streaming. So 2/3 of your screen is taken up with your face. Don't need to see your face. Your hands, don't need to see your hands. Your feet, don't need to see your feet. And, you know, maybe another camera just for your handbrake, or maybe you have a cat cam, which my cats would never sit still long enough. That wasn't worth it, so. You just get to hear my voice. You're not going to see my face. I can't stand face cams. One of these days, maybe I'll stream a just talking stream and have a face cam, but that probably won't happen either. Not until the last day I stream, and I'm in the home. I'm in the old ages home, and I can't stream anymore. My last stream before they take me away, I'll plug up a webcam and I'll say, well, I'm ending my streaming. The doctors will be here in 10 minutes. The white coat, the guys with the white coats and the long sleeve white coat will be here to take me away. This is my last stream, so I'll do a face cam. Oh, can I make this turn? No, of course not. I have just enough time to get in here, and then I'm going to take a break. Straight on here, so I can back her up. And a nice load. And then pause the game. Well, I don't have to pause the game. I'm just gonna take a break here. Coaster, hang around. I got something to talk to you about during the break. So if you're on Twitch, stick around. If you're watching the pod, stick around. Stream's not ending yet. But I am going to be taking a break, which means it's going to be the end of this YouTube episode, if you're watching on YouTube. The next YouTube episode will be out the next week and evening. No, next weekday, not weekends. Oh, see, the audio's going crazy. I gotta restart it. See, as soon as my party chat ends, the sound goes crazy. Okay, it'll be out the next weekday afternoon at 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Monday through Friday, my time, which is 1800 hours in the UK, and 0600 next day in New Zealand, and it'll be midnight in Bangladesh if you're watching in the summertime. Otherwise, or in the wintertime. Otherwise, it'll be in Thailand, because we do daylight savings time here, and it's all confusing. All right, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.